All I can say is, even though I might have sounded a bit harsh on Wednesday, I'm just being honest. Do you know what I mean? It's like I could have told you it was. I mean, I'll put it another way. When I taught at Trinity, I organised all the performances. So I organised all the lights, tech, and I went through boxes of gear that had just been dumped. Brand new SM58 mics with the seals still on them. There's loads of gear in that cupboard. Go and spend the day having a look at it. I couldn't believe what I found. I found like condenser mics that you had put on the front of the stage to pick up actors' voices and stuff. And so I labelled it all and put a system in place and made an AV cupboard in my spare time. And I was in charge of all the events and stuff, so I put on like a Stars and Rise event was the first one. And then I was musical director for Moulin Rouge and stuff like that. And I tell you what it is, I mean, a lot of them like is sixth formers which are above you academically. I don't mean to be derogatory sounding like that or saying that, but they are, because they're level 3. So as soon as you go to year 12 and do your AS, and it's your first year of level 3 BTEC, like the equivalent of our first year level 3s. When you do your A2, is year 13, is your second years. Like our second years, I got a songwriting. And you guys are like head and shoulders above the same level of students. You're better than some of the second year sixth formers that will go into university that summer. We've done Stars in the Rise, and the knowledge you guys have got already, and the discipline. They weren't like this. And these are kids that were going to university, like 2 years above you, basically. You know, like we've done the show in the March, and some of them were going to uni in September, and they couldn't sit like this and actually take care of their own education. You guys actually care about your education, which is just so nice to see, because you want to make yourselves better. You want to write these notes. You want to take what I've said on board and what Mark says on board and go, I want to log that, I want to minute that on my website. Because you know that at the end of it gives you more chance instead and foundation to get a better qualification and be better performers. I've never, ever, ever had a level 2 group where I can leave them tell me, because they would just, pardon the French, just stick it out. I'd say what you got done, there'd be nothing done. They have nothing done. That's honestly, that is true. 1 or 2 have always been great. Like Dean Kerr, Lewis, Duggan, they would always get off, but they would get frustrated by the rest of the group dicking about. They'd come and see me and say, can we just go in the library and just do our own thing because we can't work as a group? You guys can work as a group, and if you can work as a group, your show is going to be so much better, isn't it? And like I felt some of the things I was pulling you upon about, I felt a bit awful saying it, because I'm not that kind of person to be. You all know me, I'm not a shouty teacher. I don't need to be. I'd rather tell you that I'm really disappointed in you. I don't want to talk to you again for the rest of the day. I think that would probably hurt your feelings more than me shouting at you. Do you agree? And that's good, because it's like I've got respect for you lot and you've got respect for me. You know, if I was to say to you lot right now, I don't really want to speak to you again. In fact, I'm cancelling your lesson on Monday. You've disappointed us. I don't want to see you till Wednesday. You'd probably go away for the weekend and it'd be like, rather than you going, you just don't need to do it, because you care about your education. You want to be in a band. You want to be in a recording studio. You want to be on a stage. You want to be able to sing in tune, sing a harmony, play that solo, play them songs. And the journey to get to that position and to that point is all of this. It's everything. It's not taking a drink on stage. It's not being drunk when you play. It's not, that's how you get gigs. That's how people look at a band and say, they've got some little lights there. They've got good sound. Harmonies are great. Go and ask them how much they've been for our wedding. That's it. Yeah, you might want to be famous in the future at some point. You're young enough to let that wait at this moment in time. I had a dream about that. I kind of half got to the first step by getting a publishing deal in London and signed to Pollingham Island for a few years, but I got messed about and it wasn't all it was made out to be. I didn't like partying every single night and being up to 6, 7 in the morning. I didn't want to take drugs. I liked to drink, but that kind of side of it in London didn't interest me. So I come home, lived down there for a few years and come home. So I kind of got, and they wanted me to ditch my band. That was the big thing for me. We want you as a singer, we don't want your band. I just couldn't let them in. They were best mates. Lived out each other's pockets for 4 years. So I wasn't going to just sack them off to maybe get a deal. So, but you guys are on the right track. You're there. I'll be sure next year's level 2s, I know for a fact I will, and even level 3s this year. Evidence of your meetings, I'll be showing on your websites and stuff like that, because it is good what you're doing. Whether you do music technology or whether you do music, you can be, a good mentor in that group as well. And actually, say to people in the room, stop messing about. I'm on level 2. I've never even done this. You're taking education seriously. So let's hope for a better run through on Wednesday. I think it'll be grand. I've sorted it with Jan Paul. What have we got? Yasmin, what notes did I want to start with you, and then you can talk among yourselves. What notes did I give you for the?
Like you got to walk along the stage, go around.
As a performer, what did I say?
As a performer, just work on harmony.
Work on your stage presence.
Yeah, stage presence and like communicate with the audience more.
Yeah. Communicate with yourself more. You know, say to it, like, you could say to Matt, "Are you ready, Matt?" And he could go, "I'm always ready, Aaron." And that's just injecting a bit of humour into it. You know, it's just like, talk to yourselves, because you know something, the nerves will just go out the window if you all feel together on stage. You know what I mean? It's like if Vince would be like, "You ready, Peter? You look a bit lost there." "I'm always ready, Vince." "Are you ready, Vince?" "I am, Peter, yeah." She was, I mean, don't overdo it to where it's like getting bits like, she was starting. I see why not. It makes the audience relax. Look at them, look how confident they are on there. Honestly, your audience will relax. I'm sure your friends and family will come and see you and go, "Wow, where's that come from?" You know, I used Tyler as a fine example. When Tyler first started this course, he couldn't hold eye contact with you for more than about 2 seconds because he's shy. He's that kind of diffident natured guy. He's like, you know, he looked you right in the eye now and tells you what you want. "Yeah, can you come and look at this bass a minute? It's not like it's not doing what, it's not sounding good." And that's because you start to perform and you're getting comfortable. You don't have to get too comfortable and too arrogant. Never ever get arrogant. Just be comfortable. And if you're comfortable at what you do, you get better. You know, because you learn your parts and you get better. You're singing, Cameron's getting better. And everyone else around this table will tell you that. You know, it's just little bits now that we have to tweak and pull, isn't it? Like shoelaces, just snip them up a bit here and there. Okay, so yeah, so you're tuning your harmony, you know, that kind of stuff. Contact with the audience. Talk to the audience. Yeah. The biggest advice I'd give you, if sometimes, you know, like say Nathan's bass drum comes off, and he's like, "Get us 2 minutes bass drum." You've got to wing it. You don't all stand there going. You start to go, "Oh, we've got a bit of a problem here," but once we get that sorted, we'll be rock and rolling again. This next song is by blah 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 blah, and you wing it. I think it was released about 97, and it's been a covered version by. Anything else I can talk about? And you just look like you're just kind of just winging it, and it's like, yeah, ready to go. And that's the kind of thing you pick up with experience. But I'm going to try and interject that into your experience here early on. Okay, Luke.
That's a stage presence.
Right, move about a bit more. Gel with Nathan. Look at him. Get into it a bit more. Yeah, because your parts are good. You always learn your parts to the note. You know, there's nothing wrong with them. And look at the audience when you're playing some bits. Look at Nathan. Try and get his eye contact. Anyone else in the band? Okay, if a singer looks round, you look back at them. So when you're looking out at an audience, you use. Anyone know what peripheral vision is? What's your peripheral vision? Yeah, like I'm looking at that bolt on the wall there, and I can see every single one of you. I can see Yasmin. I can see just about this area here. These plugs in the wall. I can see this behind me. So you like, if you're looking out like that, and someone looks at you, look at them. You know, they're looking at you for a reason. It might be a problem. It might be just a smile at you. You have to think, this sounds great. This is rocking. You just have a bit of stage presence about you. Even if you're nervous and you're bagging it, pretend, act. Everybody's an actor. Everyone, you know, you act when you go for a job interview. You acted. A lot of you, even though you're honest people, when you come for a music interview, you're acting. When you go to a shop and you want to buy something, and you might, I don't know, go out. You're not 18. You might act like you're a bit older. Giggling at silly shit on your phone, but you're trying to be adult, aren't you? You're acting, and you're all pretty good at it. Humans are good at it. You know, Ian McKellen said that, didn't he? We're all actors on the stage. You know, I'm in front of a group of degree students teaching them something. I'll be different with them like I'm with you. I could be more laid back probably, because they want me to be me. They want to pick my brains for who I am, and it's like, to me, I'm setting an example with you guys and trying to get it in a digestible way. I could probably go into a lot more theory if I'm with music degree students. I'll talk to them in that manner all the time, because they need to talk in that manner all the time. Okay, so act it. Matt, what did I say about you? I don't think I did say anything directly about you, but maybe indirectly. You need to have a bit more looking out as well.
Yeah.
Your band's good, so rock together, there's 3 of you. You know what I mean? I know you are in some essence Aaron's band, but at the back of his backing and support. It'd be a band, three of you. You know, it's like you need to be on drums when you're leading the way on drums are. You need to be looking at these two all the time. You know, so you're all together with accents and beats and stuff like that. You know, don't look down at the ground. Don't look at you know. Sometimes you can with two pedals and what have you, but look out and look at each other. And because if you're moving, audiences they don't know who to look at, and it makes it a far more fulfilling experience for an audience member. You know, for your crowd. Okay. You look at the Beatles' early performances when they're sharing the mic for harmonies and stuff like that, and the heads are going and that. It's like that's why the crowd went wild. The songs kind of sadly came second. The girls loved the Beatles because they'd been used to just stagnant rock and roll players, stagnant ballad players, stagnant big band players. All of a sudden these guys came out and it's like, you know, twist and shout and the heads are going and they're sharing the mics and they're jumping over the stage and they're running out. It's early rock, isn't it? And that's probably one of the biggest factors of why they were so successful. Okay, Aaron?
Keeping time with
Yeah. And your pedal?
Yeah. I'm not going to do that next time.
Yeah. That's just practice.
Yeah.
And also they are hard to use. I mean, I can use it now after hours and hours of practice, but to get it in time and to get it, because you've got to be a metronome for a bit, haven't you?
Yeah.
And what happens is your heart's racing, you might get a bit of dry mouth, where you kind of hard to swallow because you're a bit nervous, and you do race. I mean, I've been playing for years and years, on stage, 28 years this year, 29, and I was leading in on the big Beatles show, wasn't I, on Wish You Were Here, and for weeks before that, even in the rehearsal room, Dave's on drum going, it's too fast, instead of going, dun 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 boom, jing jing, dun 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 dun, I'm going, dun 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 boom, jing, dun dun dun, and stop, it's too fast. Because I'm just getting into it a bit, so I had to tell myself, you know, actually tell myself right slow. And Dave's going, and I'm in my head going, dun 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 dun, and I'm listening to that click all the time. And it's like that, and you do tend to speed songs up. Even famous people do, don't. Has anyone seen a band where you've seen them play live? It's like 15 BPM fast. You think, this isn't as fast as this. On that album, this shouldn't be as fast as this, because you can lose the feel of it, can't you? You know, so I made that mistake 8 or 9 times during the Pink Beatles rehearsals. You know, it was, I said today, the only way I'm going to get this, Dave, is you have to count us in. Yeah, so the pedal, tempos, that kind of thing. And you're a three-piece. There's not, so people will look at all of you. At some point during that song, somebody will be looking at you. So if you make a mistake, don't go. Because someone, oh, what's he done? You know, just glide on past them, wing it. Doesn't matter. If you make them, we all make mistakes. Snap strings, whatever. Okay, Tyler.
You said about like the notes in the cooking song.
You started though, didn't you?
Yeah, started it off. And I think that was the other thing.
Yeah, just a bit of stage presence again,
Yeah.
which will come with confidence. You know, as soon as you start getting some round of applause, some audience interaction, you're going to end up getting more confident, and you'll want to get that applause again, and you'll look forward to your next show again, and it's like, you know, that's what it is. You get more and more confident. Cameron?
Coming on key with third tender.
Yeah, coming on point with that, yeah.
Can you give me the audience more?
Yeah, bass was good. You need to, I think you got lost dancing by myself, I think, didn't you? That went down a bit of a mystical path.
It's not hearing anything coming out of Rachel's mic, so I don't know when I'm
Yeah,
changing.
so that's-
I change with her line. So
Right.
every time the line changes, that's when I change.
Yes, that's a tech issue, isn't it?
Since I couldn't get in and
Can hear anything else at the time?
Yeah.
no clue.
No, that'll be sorted for Wednesday. I'm gonna check everything myself. So, Rachel,
I've got a few actually. Like don't move the microphone and stand on that. Not have the lyrics stand on that. And to be confident without the lyrics.
you need to learn them this weekend, don't you?
Yeah, I've went through plugin, maybe I can do that without it, and I've nearly nailed dancing with myself on the head because I went through it a good couple of times, like yeah.
Good.
It's actually quite a lot.
And we'll focus on Monday. We'll get some meat on the bones on Monday, and we'll start to fine polish everything. So Wednesday should be. I'd like it to be half a page of notes, just a cable issue and blah 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 blah, and just microphone issue and stuff like that. So I'd like it to be, because it's your first kind of big, trying to run a slick show, isn't it? And it's hard to make things slick, because you do act. You know, you are being an actor on stage, and you're doing what I tell you what, you're doing what a lot of people in the audience wouldn't have the nerve to do, aren't you? 80-90% of the people in the audience would say, I couldn't do that. You know, my partner, God, she got pieces. You know, she hates like even just like dancing. She's drunk, she might get, because I get shocked, see. That's like dancing. Because she just doesn't like to be in centre of attention, she doesn't like to be a focal point. You know what I mean? She won't really speak out much when she's at a house party or anything like that. She's not quiet by any extreme, but she could never get on stage. My kids are a bit the same, sadly. I don't know why. They've been put off music by school, and it's quite sad because my house is full of musical stuff. And they can have what they want. If you come to me wanting a guitar, I'd go in the shop and buy them a guitar. So yeah, finish your papers and do a bit of housework and I'll get you that guitar at the weekend. But they're not interested. Bass guitars, piano, like I've got a loft conversion with music stuff in there, cymbals, snare, all sorts of stuff lying about. They can have what they want. You know, can you get this from work? Can I have a bit try with that? Yeah, I'll sign it out and get it from there. They're just not interested. But I'm not going to push them. I don't want to do it. My daughter's slightly different because she does cheerleading, she does competitions, but it's safety in numbers with Alex. You wouldn't dare get them to do what you do. So you know, you've got that step and that hurdle straight away, haven't you? Which is grand. It's lovely to see my bunch of students, and I want to be able to look at you on Wednesday and think, God, that's a different show. I really do. You know, I want to see that on Wednesday, and I'll be proud as punch on Thursday because I know you won't let us down. You know, and that's nice. It's nice that you're at that stage where you think, I want to be like that because I don't want to let Lee and Mark down. I want to be like that because I don't want to let my parents down. I want them to like come away going, that was amazing. And you're going to, you know, come into college on the Friday and do your evaluations and hopefully be buzzing about it all. You know what I mean? So, and I want you all to get high grades. I don't want anyone to be on a pass. I want everyone to be merits and distinctions, and you can do that. Okay, Ryan?
Stage presence and what emphasis on
Yeah, just a bit more energy.
I suppose just because, well, me and Vincent were supposed to be next to each other, so we sort of go from each other.
Well, you need to tell them that.
No, but it's because I had to go on the base. We were supposed to both be over on that side.
Oh.
I was going to the base for some reason.
Right, okay.
We didn't have to.
Well, you need to sort that before Wednesday. Yeah. Just say, look, can we make sure that we're supposed to be. Did you give them stage plans?
Yeah, they had them, but
with that on it?
Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
well, they should have stuck to the stage plan then, didn't you?
But, like, when who was on first was Bob, right? Yeah, when they were on, it was like, right, so it's the two for me and Vincent. And he just said, oh no, we'll set that up, and they didn't have it set up.
Right, can you make sure that that's. You need to estimate, you need to reiterate that again then.
What was it that it wanted? Just
to both be on, if you're looking at the stage, to both be on the.
Both be on the right, just both next to each other with the
Right.
Yeah, like
cars.
two chairs or something.
Yeah.
So on the right, if you're looking at the stage on the right hand side, so your high side.
was it? Are we going
Right,
to
okay, so
they both want to be on that
That's
side?
what I try and
Right.
see if we can make it happen.
The only thing about that is that means that when you're both on the right hand side looking at looking at the stage, because if you're on the stage you say stage left or stage right. So if I'm a performer, that's why it avoids confusion. If I'm on stage, I say stage left is my left. But if I just say on the right hand side of the stage, it's looking at the stage. So don't forget that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Think about being a tech. If I'm looking at the stage, I say, see that amp on the right? It's making a noise. And then you look at the right hand side of the stage because I'm looking at the stage. But if you're on stage, you say, see that amp on stage left? Is exactly the same as saying right. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Well, I'm on stage. When I was singing tonight, the amp that's on far stage left. And I'll go, the tech will straight away look at the right hand side of the stage because he's thinking about me being a performer. So as soon as you say stage, you're on it. Yeah, the mic stand at stage left, to me, is wobbly. And you'll see which one, that one on the right. And it's like, it's weird, but that's how it is in the industry. That one just on to the right of you. Yeah, up my left on stage. So get that, if you're on stage and that, you say to the techies, when I'm singing in the middle, that monitor stage left, he's like making a real like buzzing sound. And he should, if I've taught them right, say, the one to your right on the mic stand there, the one there, and you say, yeah, that one. That's the communication that you need to remember. So when you say the word stage, it's your experience on the stage. Yeah. So get that sorted out. But the only thing is, if you're going to be on stage left to the right, these two will have to move a little bit over, otherwise you're all going to look like you clumped to the left.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So whoever's going to be central singer, the other singer needs to go to the left of them, so that you look like you're in a line. Otherwise it looks awful if you're all you're all cramped into a little, like I'm getting out of like the mystery machine in Scooby-Doo. And you always get out the door at the same time. And you're going to need to space out a bit. Eh? Okay, Peter?
Look around at the band members.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't hear Rachel's mic. And I thought I was going off, so I have to look around at everyone.
Yeah, we'll sort that out. Also, I don't know if it happened or not, I can't remember, I was looking at other things. Is there a time when, because of your due to your set list running order, is there a time when you're taking your guitar off, putting the bass on, taking the bass back off, putting the guitar on?
Yeah, I added
Change.
I added 2 minutes on to each band doing that.
Why don't you just change it? Now, if you say he's playing bass on one song and guitar on 3, just have...
It should be song 2, and then I'll play bass for Plug-in Baby. Then it should pretend the Pete switches, and then it all stays the same from there to
Right.
the end.
You know what I mean, though? If there's no real need to, say for instance, I play guitar on 3 songs and then I play bass, I would make sure that I'm either playing bass in the first song and put my guitar on, or I play bass in the last song. So I've got my guitar. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So you're not just going, you're going like, stop. It's just like everyone's just like changing around here and there. And I know you can't help it if you've got your big song at the end, like your showpiece. But if there's no need, think about your running order. You know what I mean? If there's no need to do it, then don't do it. Because it looks like it's changing over all the time and it's just plugging in, unplugging, plugging in, unplugging, swapping. You know what I mean? It's like it looks messy. So have a look, just to scrutinise your set list.
Why don't you, if you want to do your big showpiece at the end, why don't you just stick song 2, like second to last?
Yeah, here's the set list. Yeah. So,
Vincent,
yeah, you
put
only.
song 2 second last is still going to be
So,
changing.
It's like Cameron's not using a bass on that one, but then afterwards when we come to like dancing with myself, he'll use a bass.
Right. Just think about it. It's just a point to consider. Do you know what I mean?
Makes it easier.
Yeah. And it looks slicker.
I think a free swap changes inevitable because if I recall correctly, you play bass one song, you play bass one song, Pete plays bass
Right.
one song.
Well, that's the case. That's the case. But just for future reference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like, if I give you an example, I played acoustic with my band for a while when I used to go on the road. I used to take the acoustic with me. I just got sick of setting it up. We done like Handbags and Glad Rags, and we done a bit of Coldplay, and it was like Viva La Vida or something. And there was like Handbags and Glad Rags, then 2 songs, and then Viva La Vida. So I was like, off on it, and he was like, you know, so I just said, why don't we just do Handbags and Glad Rags together and then go straight into Viva La Vida, you know, and I'll keep the guitar on. And it was better, it was slicker. Because I had 7.5 minutes worth of music, rather than just 3 minutes change. 6 minutes, 7 minutes, change. 3 minutes, change.
It's a hassle as well, like having to take it off and then you're like, and then having to get ready for the next
Yeah.
one with the guitar. It's like,
And there's loads of cables, and it's like ends up getting like where they get passed about, and sometimes it gets a bit messy.
and that way it's not going to be like the performance would have been done quicker.
Also, maybe don't forget the golden rule of checking your batteries and if you're using acoustic, electroacoustics, and also your tuning. Vince?
Starting to play the acoustic guitar and strong acoustic guitar a bit better.
Yeah, it's just a bit more.
And to have a bit, yeah.
Yeah, a bit more vigour about it and stuff. It's like 2 years looked like you were going to get electric shock each time you touched the strings. It was like kind of.
I have no idea, like, I think you're in. That's why we're not there.
Well, the acoustics need to be bigger with a wash of reverb over them.
Sounds a bit more stage present.
Yeah. If you're not singing, which you're not, stand back and like get Nathan's attention and smile and like, you know, if you do the chorus for a pretender and you're all just like looking at that or looking like that, it's a great song. You know, I say get into it a bit. You know, you should be rocking with it a bit. You know, I mean, I did it in Pop for the Decades last year with Emily's band, and I was on bass. I'm getting right into it. You know, like I'm doing the high harmony above her, and like the veins up in my neck and that, and it's like I love playing it. I've never played it before. So, you know, you look like you're enjoying it. And your audience will look like it as well. Nathan, we know what yours has been going to highlight what you're doing. You've been doing a bit of it today and it sounds a lot better.
Yeah.
What's that?
Is it taking out fills
And slowly trickling them back in again.
Yeah.
Don't do a fill for the sake of doing a fill. If you think in the back of your mind, I might come back on the offbeat here.
There are some fills I need to do in like Pretender, like
Some cues and stuff.
Yeah. to like swap like from like that dun 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 dun, dun and then I went
Yeah.
to the hi-hat bit there.
But don't do them for the sake of it.
No.
I mean, it's but that you'll get there with that, and then you'll start to slowly trickle into it some fills.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna let you talk among yourselves and give yourself some real good points that are gonna make the show better.
Right. We need, like we said before, we need to start like communicating and like work together and that. Talking to the audience more instead of just saying what you're playing. Because it's all you can hear is like the music they're playing, the text they're playing, and you know the noise in the background with setting guitars and that up.
Yeah, you should just like introduce yourself as a person, not just as your band, and like ask the audience how they are, and
Yeah.
make sure they're having a good time, and just make them feel more comfortable where they are.
Yeah.
Because it's just as uncomfortable from them sitting up there glaring down at us as it as for us staring at them.
When you were saying about the music and the tweet, it's doing music in the songs and text and putting music into the songs. Yeah, we said to them, when we said for the music, it was between us coming on and off, but they were putting them on in between the songs, and then you're kind of looking over to say like, well, when are you going to turn it down so I can speak?
Yeah, there's no need for the
Like,
music for the songs.
Oh, I don't.
It indicates you've finished.
Yeah, we didn't. As far as I know, nobody asked them to put it in
Yeah.
songs. They just did it themselves there. And
Like I understand that it's sort of like it was a good idea, because it sort of fills in, you know, because you don't want to hear people, you know, messing around.
Yeah, but you've all been to gigs, and that's exactly what happens when a band's finished, isn't it?
Yeah.
Music comes on.
You're musical, and you're like, oh, right, that's then finished. I'm waiting for another drink, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll wait for
It-
a toilet.
It takes the full stuff like
It's much better.
then so you can
Yeah.
sort of move it.
Yeah. Well, what it does actually is it hides the guitar tech coming on to mix for the next band. It hides that.
Yeah.
It masks stage noise.
I've been at a gig where they didn't. And
It looks like a school show.
I'm standing there with Dan looking at. I thought I can't even concentrate because all I can hear.
Yeah. And then the techs might talk among each other and like, a bit of like, and like they'll do that and we'll go like, they'll be talking, you hear them talking and you hear them moving and you hear shuffling stuff, and it's just a mask that and make it look slick. One of the first things I teach the techs when they do live sound with me is get the iPod on. I get one tech sitting at the right hand side of the desk, and his job for a band is to knock the reverb off when a singer's talking. And as soon as I go, thanks very much, enjoy your next band, boom, music's on. And if it's a Pop of the Decade show, it'll be something from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. If it's a Bond show, it'll be one of the Bond theme tunes. You know, if it's an acoustic night, it won't be death metal. It'll be either Cassidy, you know, it'll be either Cassidy or it'll be like BBC One like Live Lounge. So the music's actually, you've got to think about that as well. What is it?
Something like Western
Put some country stuff on.
it just was.
When we were on as well, on Borderline, a rock band, right, a rock punk band, and then we were listening to like country stuff, waiting for our
Yeah,
next song to begin, and I was just like,
It's
singing on the roof.
They need to set this bend on. They need to acquire. They can put it on my work iPod if they want. They need to maybe put on other songs by maybe the Killers, or maybe even like a version of the Pretender, or something that's related to what you're playing.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens with the feels, isn't it? Like after the song, you just put the song on, the original song on, what's actually just played.
That works sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't. You know, but it's similar to the one. Similar to what you guys are doing. Similar to what you guys do. Something in the same vein. You know. Never ever a recording of yourselves. Why? Why would you never go in the studio and go, why don't we just do our set, record it, and we'll play it, we'll come on, we'll play it, we'll go off. Why do you never do that?
Because you're already performing it.
And
afterwards.
Because they're about to like see what they're like.
not just that though. If that band recorded Cocoon and
It sounds
you played that band,
They'll think that that song is playing over one you're performing.
they'll think you're miming.
Yeah.
You never do that. See the band do that. and he was very, very close sound quality wise. I'm thinking, oh, I'd watch them, mate. Because you guys are rehearsing 5 hours a week from September. So you, Aaron, you'll have a way of singing Cocoon now, and you've probably gotten, like, you're probably used to it. So you'll sing it probably about the same every single time you sing it now. Yeah? So in the studio, the chances are you're probably going to sing it exactly as you sing it live. And that's, some people, even if it sounds completely different, 90% of punters are stupid. And I'll just think straight away, I don't think they were playing that. Well, no one was playing it when that song was played. They weren't even on stage when that song was playing. And I think you mind.
It's like Michael Jackson, Top of the Pops at times.
What's that, which one?
Song, and then like Jarvis Cocker came on.
That was the Brit Awards.
Yeah, Brit Awards, that was it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I went to see it. I mean, some band that open about it, I went to see Elbow. And Elbow, the drummer has headphones in. And they had stuff on clip, they had stuff on backing. Because there was only him and the drummer singing yet. Like, oh, those curtains wide, one day like this a year would... It's like 5 vocals. But there's only him and the drummer singing. And he tells the audience. He says, just before, you know, because he had a string quartet, he had a string quartet on stage with him. And he says, just so to let you know, the performance tonight is live, although we have some additional vocals. Because as soon as it's finished that song, the drums come out. So in his ear, it's going... tick, 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 boom, boom, ching, ching. He's got a click to keep the band in with that wav of vocals. Otherwise, if you can't hear that click there, the vocals will just be out, won't they? Guy Garvey told the audience. He says, just a spicing of extra vocals in there because there's only me. You get, these lot are useless, took to make up his band. There's only me and Nick in. So I'm sorry, but unless you want to hear just me and Nick, which you probably don't, in this song we've got additional vocals. Yeah, it's nice of him to say, but he